Welcome, Wanderer, and welcome to some Super Hexagon. This is a arcade style of game where all you got to do is last a minute. You can see here my high score is a little over a minute, almost a minute 15. So I'm just gonna get into this. I just wanted to make something, and I didn't have time to jump in and do an entire episode of. Wow, this is harder than I thought it would be to talk at the same time. I just wanted to jump in and make something. Because I don't have time for a full episode of Valhalla right now. To be honest, I am kind of disappointed I haven't been able to finish Valhalla yet. I really did want to finish that. Certainly close to in-game accurate, and definitely before this far into February that we are currently. Some situations with my my recording arrangements kind of had to change, which made it so I wasn't able to record stuff for quite a while. The Pentagon. The editing being slow, that was just entirely my fault. I was under the impression I was going to have more time to record, and usually I like to do editing right after I record because it kind of like gives me some mental break, I guess. Game over. Yep. Oh, hey, we made the minute. And yeah, so uploads being slow, that's just my fault. Now, in case you didn't catch on to the point of this game real quick, because realizing I did not do anything to explain it. There is this little triangle that you can see spinning around that center hexagon there. All I gotta do is just avoid the walls that come in. There's no like rhythm component to it other than just vibes, and if I collide into one of those walls, the round ends. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the next level. And I'm realizing in my horribly mixed, very rudimentary announcement video, or channel debut video, that I said I wanted to play a variety of games, and I have not really done that a whole lot. And as much as I had lots of fun with Dispatch and am continuing to have fun with Valhalla, I have not afforded myself games that playtime of games that an instance can be less than an hour, which is not great if I don't get the free time to play them. So I'm doing my best to just make something at this point. Like, if I can make something, that will be better than nothing. So I thought I would get on here, yab a bit, play some Super Hexagon, and oh, well, I made my minute. As much as this might not be what I anticipated myself playing, I'd rather put out some form of something. Man, what have I been up to lately? I've been watching some of the new campaign of Critical Role, Campaign 4. That's been fantastic. I've never watched like their proper campaigns before. I think I saw one of their spin-offs a while ago. Maybe, I think at some point last year I watched their one where Brennan Lee Mulligan, their current DM, did a, he was like a frog character, and I think Sam is his name, was doing the DMing, and it was like this summer camp themed adventure. Game over. Missed my minute. That was my sort of introduction. I got into it just because I recognized Brennan from other stuff, College Humor, Dropout, whatever it is now. But also Alex Lee, voice actor, who I love his work, was one of the players, and I got introduced through that, and I saw Brennan's short on YouTube, or someone had done a compilation or something of him doing ridiculous things as this like nerdy little frog boy that It looked like a good time. So I had a day where I wasn't feeling well, and I watched that campaign. Anyways, all that to say, I've been watching campaign 4 that Brennan, who had played that frog, is now dungeon master, game master, running the game. And Matthew Mercer, who I understanded the previous campaigns, or like game master the previous campaigns, is now a player. Which is pretty cool. I'm getting worse at this as it goes on. And anyways, all this to say, I've been enjoying that quite a bit, and it's a new world. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, all the previous campaigns are the same universe, like one that Matt created, but I'm not 100% about that. That's been really inspiring, actually, just like creatively seeing how unique and involved the world of Campaign 4 has been. Ahriman, I think that's the name of the country or the universe, but I wanted to be more creative, and I don't have the big wide reach of something like Critical Role, and I don't have the skill of something like Professional Actor, but I would love to share some of my passions, which is games. And, you know, Super Hexagon, I remember, like, there was a period of time where I had a couple friends who knew what this was. I don't know anyone who still talks about this, but this has been like a go-to time killer game for me for a while. It runs on anything. It used to be on mobile. I don't think it still is, though. I did that. The music's kind of a vibe too. If I'm recalling correctly, the music in this game is done by Chipsel, who, on top of doing music for this, has continued to release music for some other stuff. Like, I know they were a guest artist on the original. It wasn't Enter the Gungeon. What was it? It was Crypt of the Necrodancer. Chipsel did some guest work on Crypt of the Necrodancer, the first one, not the new one, which is like a Guitar Hero style, or the Zelda one, although they might be on that one and I just don't know. Was not expecting that pattern. But Chipsel also has done some non-video game related music. It's all still the same, like, kind of style, I would say, but I was on their Spotify page not too long ago, and they clearly have just only improved and gotten better as an artist over time. Some of their recent stuff, it makes this stuff for Super Hexagon seem really primitive, I guess maybe is the right word. Which, I mean, this is not a complex game that requires complex music, but I always thought the music in this game was a bop, and hearing that Chipsel has only gotten better, I think, is a net win. In the coldest take of the day, good music is good. Okay, if I'm able to beat this level, I might just go, yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to the... I jinxed it, thought too hard about it. I want to go to at least level 3 before we wrap this up. I am also going to try and record some more Valhalla. I think I have successfully found a new arrangement where I can record that again, but we'll have to find out. The issue is I can't be too loud most of the time, and I like to be big and dramatic with the characters in that series, and I don't want to sacrifice their tolerance. Oof, I just totally lost where I was supposed to go there. I don't want to lose character dynamics just for the sake of getting stuff out. I'd rather do it right. So hopefully more Valhalla coming soon. If nothing else, I would love to do, even if I am still doing Valhalla, every now and then I'd still like to come out and do like these weird little like one-offs of like either try new things or showcase some other stuff that I'm really passionate about, like Super Hexagon being one that I think just needs a little more, and maybe not even attention, but like, because it's old, like I know this game isn't probably doing really much on sales anymore, but this is such an interesting time when this game came out, because this was,
Pentagon.
if I'm remembering right, this was like a 2010 game or something. I certainly didn't become privy to it like when it came out. I was kind of late to the party. But I'm thinking of like the indie game landscape around that time. You would have had your big hitters being like the old classics like Braid and Braid was huge. Limbo, Super Meat Boy, like some of the really old, like big title indie games. I think this one was coming out around the same time, but I'm not 100% sure. Man, should I put a seizure warning on this? It was quite... I feel like I was there, but oh well. Quite the stroby multicolored game. It's kind of trippy, like, I know this isn't objectively how you're supposed to play, like I think rhythm games are a good example. You're not supposed to like look at the notes as they're coming down. You're supposed to kind of like keep fixed in one spot and then just keep playing like that. I think it's like how like people do those like ridiculous runs on those like arcade style rhythm games that no one's good at. But I don't play those rhythm games like that, and similarly for this, I'm not like looking at the center of the hexagon. I am actively like following my arrow and playing very reactively last second, which I think goes against how you're supposed to play this. I'm assuming it's a similar theory, but with everything all spinning around, I have an easier time tracking it. I have an easier time tracking it if I just keep looking where I'm going and worry about it that way.
Game over.
I hope everyone had a very happy holiday season. If you have any fun little like memories or moments you want to share, or like new things you're excited for this new year, I'd be happy to hear about them down in the comments. I know I haven't had a whole lot of comments up till now, but, you know, I'm always open to getting some conversation going. Man, I must have had, like, some beginner's luck going on, because I'm really trying really hard now to pass this level, and I did it, like, first rip. I've at Pentagon, so I've got 10 seconds left, I think. I'm not gonna look at that timer. Ah, crap. Oh, no, I had 20 seconds, must have been. 15, maybe. Because I think it's is it every 10 seconds that it progresses you? It should be line at 10?
Line.
Yeah, okay. So as you go through, it goes line, triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, I believe. Because the theory, every 10 seconds you add an extra, like, dot to the shape you're drawing. So you start at point, then it goes line, triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Ooh, okay. Oh, I thought I lost it there. I certainly thought about it too hard. That's one thing I kind of like about this game. You can't waffle between where you want to go. You just don't have time. You have to commit to a direction. Maybe it's because I'm playing too reactive, but I kind of like that the game demands action right away. Kind of like instinct, reflex, whatever you want to call it. Ah, I overshot it. I felt it. I felt it before I saw it. Get a little further though. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to beat the next level, especially since this one's given me so many issues, but I want to at least beat this one. Speaking of games from, like, when I was playing this, I remember, like, man, like PewDiePie, Cinnamon Toast Ken, they were playing a game called Speedrunners, which recently I saw got a sequel announced, which is crazy. I didn't think anyone remembered that game. I mean, granted, I suppose the devs probably remember it. That's probably why it's getting a sequel. But Speedrunners, man, that was a throwback seeing that one on my timeline. God, I love the music in this game. I think the soundtrack's like 3 songs, and it just plays different sections of them depending on your seed or something.
Game over.
Dang it, really? I know nothing about the actual like dev of this game as much as I know about a little bit about Chipsoul. I don't know anything about the dev of this. I don't know if he has done games before, or if he's done games since, or she, or they. You know, I have no clue. But I hope they know people like me still enjoy this game. I mean, I hope it's not just me.
Game over.
I mean, I think this game is a good show of, like, no matter how simple or rudimentary you think your idea is for a piece of art, be it a game or a painting or maybe not a YouTube video, but at least not mine. There's someone out there. There's someone out there to enjoy it. Whoa, I wasn't paying attention. My keyboard's probably coming through. I'm hearing it a little bit on my mic. I don't know if that'll mix out, but... I made a community post about this, but I also got to see Markiplier's Iron Lung movie. That was fun. You could definitely tell there was a lot of passion in the movie, and everything about it, the production, the set design, the effects, all of it, like, clearly an effort of love, and I think the critics weren't loving it, if I recall correct, but the, fans seem to really like it, and frankly, I think that's more important anyway. If your piece of work finds an audience...
Hexagon.
Oh, hell yeah, we passed. Okay.
Excellent.
New record, let's go!
Game
Alright, that was a good run. 69, nice. Yeah, Iron Lung was fantastic. I hope, if you're hearing this and you haven't had a chance to see it, I hope you get a chance to, I hope you get a chance to, see it, because that is a really good movie. I was making good points about it. There was a merch store that dropped on the website. I don't know who needs to hear that, or if it'll even be open by the time people see this, but we've completed Hexagon, or it's time for Hexagonist, and the difficulty you'll notice is hard, harder, hardest. And if you're thinking, wow, it goes further left, what is that? Is that medium? No, these are locked. You've got Hexagoner, which is hardestest, and Hexagon hardester difficulty. We've got Hexagon and Hexagon hardester. That one's on hyper mode, so I think it plays at like double speed or something. We'll try a run on Hexagonist here. This one I find myself looking around a little more. My reactions I do not believe are fast enough to just take it as it shows up, so I'm trying to find my exit kind of as it spawns in from the side of the screen. Overshot it. That's my issue with this one, is things are rotating and counter-rotating so fast, I lose track of where my arrow is. I tend to overshoot things a little bit at this speed. Oh, that one's just a straight spiral. Okay, I want to at least cross 20 seconds. We'll call that good. 20, not 2. Wouldn't it be crazy if this gets copyright struck for music?
Line.
Is this even good content? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about stuff.
Game over. Begin.
Ah, 16. I don't know. I felt guilty about not getting Valhalla out as soon as I wanted
Game
to.
over. Begin.
Not that there's anyone putting pressure on me. I just had higher standards for myself, and I think that that is acceptable and normal, and I am not playing well.
Game over. Begin.
Not that I don't know. I want to hold myself to a higher standard. I'm always pretty self-critical, but something is better than nothing, I guess. And as long as I'm getting something out, even if I'm not finishing Valhalla,
Game over.
I still want to put out something. Dang it. Wow, this one's hard. The wrist is starting to hurt. My position on my
Game over.
fingers on my keyboard is awful. Oh man, I should have just committed to either a full circle or pulled back a lot sooner.
Game over. Begin.
Didn't see my opening in time.
Game over. Begin.
Again, just not seeing the path.
Game
Ah, I
over.
overshot it.
Begin.
Man, I feel like I'm getting worse.
Game over.
I thought I was going to call it in the last one. I kind of gave up. Okay. If I can get this to 20 seconds, we'll call that a night. Which I already said, but just reiterating. No, I went too early. As far as other games besides Valhalla that I want to play,
Game over.
that felt unfair. I want to play Screamer when that comes out. It's like this racing game that looks really cool.
Line. Game over.
Didn't know what I was doing there. Screamer looks really cool. It's supposed to be like a racing game with like anime aesthetic, kind of on the cutscenes, like almost cel-shaded, almost like anime dispatch style cutscenes. I don't know if it's like a Choices Matter game, but the racing looks really cool too, so I want to try that. That comes out in a month or
Game
two.
over. Begin.
I would love to play Sky, which is a game by that game company. They did Flower, Flow, Journey, and I
Game
think
over.
they had another one that they did with Hydelic. I don't remember what the name of that game was. Hydelic is a fantastic company that does, they call it like synesthesia games, like Tetris Effect.
Game over.
They've done other stuff. I think they did Lumines. That might have been Hydelic as well. Or no, excuse me. Hydelic's the... Hydelic might be... I think Hydelic's actually the music artist. I don't think Hydelic is the game company. I don't remember. Oh, and just to clarify, the people that did Sky, Journey, Flower, Flow, the name of the company is that game company. That's not like a filler. That's their actual name.
Game over.
And I'm just not getting it together. But no, they have a game called Sky, and I believe it's like an MMO
Over.
or something. I don't know. I just saw that that game company had another game out, and I was excited to play it because I really loved Journey on PS4.
Game
It
over.
also had one of the best themes for PS4, but the only way to get it was to get the bundle with the game. With the bundle of the game with the theme. Because I don't think you could buy the theme separate. Which, on that note, I miss themes. I have a PS5,
Game
and
over. Begin.
themes were so good on the PS3 and the PS4 because I remember my friend showed me that he could upload themes to his PS3. Like you could just download them off the internet and put them on like a USB stick.
Game
Oh, I
over.
overshot it. I almost made 20 seconds. And they got rid of that on PS4, which kind of sucked, but I felt like overall the default themes were better than they were on PS3, so it was like a net whatever. Plus, I never learned how to like upload my own. Neither did my friend. We just downloaded ones. There were like, I'm sure there was like a website we went to. I don't remember anymore. It's been ages. But I wonder if people were making spicy ones, and that's why they got taken away and then moved to the PlayStation Store, or maybe they just wanted to make some profit.
Line.
But it seems like consoles in general just don't allow for the customization they used to.
Game over.
Because I remember, in addition to the PS3 and the PS4, Nintendo consoles have had a really blow down
Game
in
over.
themes, in my opinion.
Begin.
Because I remember the 3DS had,
Game over. Begin.
in addition to like your default like white and black theme like the Switch has now, and I think the Switch 2 also only has white and black. The 3DS you could get, I think by default had a couple extra colors in there, but I know you could purchase additional ones like Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, stuff like that. You could get additional themes for the system.
Game over.
I cannot get this.
Game over. Begin.
Where was I? Right, 3DS themes, and yeah, at the end of the 3DS lifespan, they even had like a
Game over.
like a crane game thing you could download, where you could get badges to like further decorate your home system, which was so cool. Like you were able to really personalize and customize your home screen, and like you could pay money to like get themes. You could pay money to get additional plays at the like claw machine to get those additional like badges and customization stickers. But you got like it was like a daily login play on the crane game, so you could just keep customizing your
Game over.
you could just keep customizing your system slowly over time, and as you completed like certain sets, like you might be able to like make cooler designs, and that was really, really cool.
Game over.
Unfortunately, I think a lot of that went away after the 3DS because they haven't done like a true handheld anymore. Like the Switch Lite kinda, but
Game over.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to maintain two separate sets of hardware, or two separate sets of home screen software for the same hardware that plays the same games. And they don't really do handhelds anymore. Not personal ones, anyway. And the Wii U had a cool customization you could do where I beat 20 seconds. Okay, we'll call that a win. The Wii U had a cool thing where your last couple games were on your screen, kind of like how the Switch does it, but there was this big plaza with everyone's Miis showing off like posts in Miiverse that they had made. Miiverse was this whole like social network Nintendo had like put together, and it was integrated into so many of the first party games in such cool ways. Oh man. And naturally people would like abuse that and put stuff up that they shouldn't be, but people were usually pretty good at reporting that. And it getting filtered out. And being able to see other people's posts on your system, granted it wasn't like a lot of customization per se, but you could see a lot of other people's like artistic influence. So it was always different every time you opened it up. to tie the whole thing together, like you compare that to the Switch and the Switch 2, where it's just like a black background or the default flashbang white background, and there's no social interactions, there's no like customization really. The PS5 and the Switch both seem deathly allergic to folders on your home screen for some reason, which is ridiculous because all of their precursors had folders. The Wii U had folders, the 3DS had folders, the PS4 had folders. Heck, I think the PS3. Um, I don't know. I just miss a lot of that personalization. I don't remember how I got on this topic. And then there's Xbox, but I was never an Xbox child, and my friends, I mean, everyone had 360 way back when, but I never did. I can't speak to their customizations, but I know they're like phasing out their avatars, or like they like don't use them anymore. The like avatars Xbox had, which is too bad. I feel like the avatarization of like Mii's and Xbox avatars were really cool. I liked being able to kind of like design your own guys without having it to be like its own whole separate dedicated game like The Sims or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember what the point of all this was. I got so hung up on that and trying to beat Hexagonist. We'll give Hexagon Hyper a quick little demo, just so you can compare it here. We'll do a reference of Hexagon versus Hexagon Hyper. This feels so slow compared to that other level now.
Line.
Okay, so we'll call that for that one. Let's see what the same level but on hardester is.
Begin. Game over. Begin.
Hold on. Are the lines? Okay, yeah, the lines do move faster in
Game
addition to
over.
it rotating faster. Yeah, I would say this is probably double
Game
speed.
over. Begin.
I can't find a rotation to save my life.
Game over. Begin.
Oh, but the arrow moves slow, it feels like. Watch me, like, get 20 seconds on those, even though I couldn't get it on the other one.
Excellent.
And there's...
Game over.
Oh, I spoke too early. Thought I was at 20. Oh, well. I'll call that good there, but... That was Super Hexagon. I've got, oh, I was talking about, like, that game company and themes for, not Destiny, Journey. Wow, okay, I really went on a tangent there. But no, I want to have more Valhalla out soon. I think I found a way where I can record that. But I also want to play some other games. I want to play some other games. And I hope you are there to join me. So hopefully I will see you very soon. And wherever you might be out there in the big wide world, have yourself a good rest of your afternoon, a good evening, or good night, as case may be. I had that exit down pat at one point. I don't remember what it is anymore. I'll probably go back and rewatch a video and figure it out. But good afternoon, good evening, and good night.